Suck it up, Buttercup.
That's great. Well, I'm just grating cheese like you do.
Well, as you do when you're going to make biscuits.
Biscuits. Edgar, no. Get out of there. Edgar, stop. No. So.
What does Edgar want? Biscuits?
He's in the recycling bin. Get out of there. It's like owning a pig. Having a pug is like owning a pig. It's just, no offense. I didn't mean that in a derogatory way. It's just they're constantly.
Yeah, they do make that kind of.
Yeah. They're always rooting for something. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I was just thinking about the positives and negatives of this time and the perspective that we're all gaining. And
yeah,
positively, I'm noticing, because I'm wearing my soccer shorts today.
Yes, we're all dressed up today. Suck it up, go.
That we've been playing like soccer, after dinner at the park where nobody's there, and just it's been so great to do that. And we didn't do that before the quarantine, right? And
yeah,
we've been doing it every night. And then we saw couples playing paddleball and laughing. We saw somebody walking their dog who normally has grumpy face pre-quarantine of like, this is a chore, but now they're like, yay, we get to go outside, So.
Yeah, it's so interesting how we really can control our perspective.
Yes, and how grateful we are just outside, just getting outside,
Yeah, we're so lucky that our weather is good right now. It's just really
warm.
Extraordinarily warm right now.
It is. I'm enjoying.
I called the greenhouse today because I was like, "Can I put my tomatoes in?" And they're like, "No." No, you need to wait. I know it always makes me want to tug at the roots this time of year.
Franny always says May 8th. Do not put them in before May 8th.
Well, I usually have Mother's Day as my cutoff day, although it has snowed after Mother's Day around here. I've known it to do that, but Mother's Day is the cutoff. But it's so nice out, and it's only going to be nice out for the next week.
Just a big tease.
It is.
So I want to thank you for the sage.
Oh, sure.
I couldn't find any at the market. I'm like, oh no, we celebrate this with sage. I don't have any. But you had some in your garden. So thank you.
I know my sage bush is looking really nice. It's really starting to perk up. Like all the lower leaves are starting to spring out. It's happy.
All the herbs, everything starting. My parsley's definitely going to town, and the thyme starting to get good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make these cheddar sage biscuits.
Yum.
And I'll tell you why. Because the soup I made last night, the healthy soup, it was so good. Wow.
Whoa.
It was delicious.
Oh, cool.
So what I'm going to do tonight is, for the vegetarians, separate out the vegetarian for their bowls, and then I'm going to saute some andouille sausage and put it in the meat eater.
Oh, yes. Now you're talking. That's my language.
We're all going to have cheddar biscuits. Although, again, here's my life as the short order cook. For vegetarians and non-vegetarians, I'm going to make half a batch right now with regular flour.
Mm-hmm.
And then after this, I'm going to experiment with gluten-free flour and make half a batch with gluten-free flour.
Oh, nice. Well, here I'm going to tempt you with and set you up for your bread baking. David just pulled this out of the oven.
Oh my God!
Isn't it gorgeous?
Oh my God! That is like he is like 5-star bread baker. Wow.
Yeah, he's getting super good at it. This is awesome. So if that's what we're having, so you're having biscuits and we're having bread. It's one of those gluten nights.
Gluten night here on Crunch. Yeah. But I'm excited to have the soup because it's been marinated.
Oh, it's sat overnight. It's going to be so good.
Having the sausage and then the biscuits, yay!
Oh, this is happy time right now.
This is gonna be good. And Monty, what are you doing? Monty. Okay.
Monty wants the cheese.
We call him Cheese Dog. That's like a separate little nickname. One time I had a pizza out on this table that I had just taken out.
Oh no.
Turned my back. I kid you not, 3 seconds, gone. And then he loves cheese. So I think some cheddar just went on the floor. You guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so making the biscuits. The first thing I'm gonna do, so when I post it, I will post it for a full recipe, which is about, I think, 15 or 16 biscuits. So I'm gonna cut it in half for the, you know my gluten problem here.
I do.
The vegetarian issues I deal with.
Okay. I know.
So I'm gonna do 2 cups of flour, and you know what else, Debriana? Now I don't have to use 4 cups of my precious flour.
I know. That's what I was just talking about. I think I'm going to make a coffee cake tomorrow, but I'm making it gluten-free because I am not going to use my flour.
Not giving it up. 2 cups in the ye old mixer that I love.
And you have the paddle on there, right? Is that what the attachment is?
Paddle on, yes. I put the paddle on. And you can do that. I normally have do this over the years in a big Cuisinart, regular size.
Yep.
But this is too big. Yes, so for my little one, so it's fine. It's all good. So 2 cups. This is a half recipe, and again, I will post the full recipe. And then you do, and I will get this correct, 1 teaspoon. Don't get this wrong, because this is not a yeast deal, so you have to get this right. All right, so 2 tablespoons baking powder. Okay, got it.
All right.
But see, I didn't really realize that Target had food.
Oh, yeah. I'm always surprised by that when I go in there, because I really don't go in there very often. But I'm always very surprised when I go in. And then I look at the food and I'm like, whoa, that's cheap.
What I'm saying is they had staples there. So you should check it out. And I'm going to go back again, I think, because I think they probably, when they have flour, they really have it,
Yeah.
So 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of baking powder.
And that's cut in half?
Oh, shit. Debriana.
Are you glad I just double checked that? I almost did with that baking powder, but I thought you just told me she was cutting it in half.
What's wrong with me? What? Baking fail. Okay.
Oh no. No, well, you can save it. You can save it. Now you're gonna have to add all the flour.
I'm gonna add 2 more cups of flour. I'm just gonna make.
That's the only way you can bail yourself out now. Sorry.
There's no bailout. Oh my god. I was so proud of myself for like 10 seconds.
Listen, it's a good thing I caught you. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened to those flour biscuits.
Oh my god, I'm like scary baker. I'm so. Oh my god, I really am better than this, but it's hard. I'm confused.
Well, you worked all day. I'm gonna cut you some slack. You're one of the few of us who is working.
I know. I did work all day, and this is my only break right now. So there's a reason why I'm making mistakes. Okay, so it's full recipe. I didn't make a mistake now. Let's just pretend that never happened.
Right.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. 2 teaspoons salt.
Okay, just go follow the ye old recipe.
Wow. I am really glad that you said something, because that would have been sad. Okay.
Well, that would have been a really sad waste of flour.
Well, now we'll just have more biscuits. It's okay.
Oh, so good. I love biscuits and honey, and I would still do the cheddar biscuit with honey.
Okay. So
I would.
I found some delicious extra sharp Irish cheddar at Target. I don't know. I was there.
Wow, that's super cool. That's my favorite. I won't get cheddar unless it's extra sharp.
Me too. And I love cheddar. We've discussed this. Someday, bucket list, I'm going to go to the town
Oh
of
yeah,
cheddar.
we have to go to Ireland and eat cheddar cheese.
Well, I think cheddar is in England. So I'm probably being blasphemous by saying it's Irish cheddar. And the people from cheddar are like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. I think it's in England, but this is Irish.
I went to Ireland to run the Dublin Marathon, and I don't remember eating any cheddar cheese while we were there. I remember drinking beer, though.
As you do.
As you do. Yeah.
I drank a lot of Guinness in Ireland, and it was so good, and it was better than here. And even though you're having Guinness, you know.
Yeah. Well, but I don't know. Maybe just being in the Irish pub does it.
I think there's something to the so now guess what? Now I have to alter this. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening here.
You made buttermilk, didn't you?
There was no buttermilk to be found anywhere.
Ah.
I need a cup and a half of buttermilk. So what you do is you add lemon juice or white vinegar to regular milk and you let it sit. So I had been doing that with the half recipe. Now I have to add a little bit more, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We can.
But it definitely is a great cheat on buttermilk if you are if your recipe like a cake calls for buttermilk and you don't have it, it's an easy way to cheat your way out of it.
It's incredible. It really works. And you think, if you're thinking to yourself, hey, it doesn't matter, it really
No, it does matter. That thickened sour milk really adds another whole dimension.
It really matters. Okay, so now I'm going back to the regular recipe.
Never mind.
1.5 sticks of butter. Okay. And so I've got all the flour mixture in there. I have my correct amount of milk with the lemon juice in it, making the buttermilk right now.
And so that only has to sit for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes, it'll do the job. And I'm going to chop the sage and do the butter while we're waiting for that to curdle.
Okay. And so the butter is chilled. It's not soft.
Right. It has to be cold. Has to be chilled.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cut up these beautiful, tender sage leaves.
Freshly picked.
And it must be fresh sage. I mean, yes, technically, I guess you could use dried sage, but come on. You can get the fresh sage.
Yeah, no, I don't think it would. I don't know. I just don't think it would hold up as well as the fresh sage in a bread like that. I think it has to be fresh. I'm gonna put my foot down.
Put your foot down.
Buttercup, get the real stuff.
I was gonna suck a lemon, but now I'm gonna.
Now you need it for your buttermilk.
Right. There's nothing like fresh aromatic herbs. I'm an herby person. I just love herbs. So I'm gonna finely chop these.
So how much are you using, do you think?
2 tablespoons of freshly chopped sage.
And where did you get this lovely recipe?
This recipe I just had in my recipe book on a scrap of paper. I have no idea where I got it. It's like my biscuit recipe, and then I write things next to it like add cheddar.
Yeah.
Add sage. But I remember when I did sage the first time, it really kind of explodes into a great compliment to cheddar that, we're really used to chives, and I made that one a million times, but I was looking for something a little more interesting. Yeah.
We had done that over Thanksgiving. David's in charge of making whatever biscuit or roll or whatever we're going to have. And last year, I think I found a winter squash sage roll, and it was very good.
It does something in breads that I don't think we realize. It really is an expansive kind of enhancement. And it's not, sometimes chives can be really overpowering. And yeah, you love the flavor and everything, but it's, just really chivy and oniony. And if you want something different, with the cheddar. And this is really strong cheddar too. Okay, so now we're gonna put a stick and a half of butter cold butter into the dry mixture so it gets that mealy thing. When did we hear that before? Oh yeah, pizza dough. Okay.
That's right. So you're gonna cut it up before you put it in there?
Yes, you definitely want to cut it up so it can get into that.
Yeah, the fat has to coat all the flour. Is kind of what you're doing.
Yes. Exactly. So I'm going to cut this up and put it in. Meanwhile, I have created buttermilk. I am.
Yahoo! You little scientist, you.
Meanwhile, my chemistry teacher is going, oh my God, we never thought she'd amount to much.
And now look at her go.
Look at her now. She can't even do a teaspoon right.
No, that part's math. You're doing the chemistry right.
I know. It's funny. And I'm really good at like numbers. I don't know. I'm over. This is the strange part about this time right now is that some people I know aren't doing much and they're just watching Netflix all day, and that's great. Some people are cleaning their closet 40 times, and
I've heard a lot of people cleaning out drawers and stuff, and that's a good thing to do.
I mean, I've been meaning to get drapes for like a year, and I just never have. Like new drapes, I should say, because I'm never home long enough, and it's like, oh my God, these really bug me. But anyway, I think it's just noticing things that we just don't have time to do anymore, and I like the slowdown. I just wish it wasn't because of this, but but some of the slowdown.
I know. Don't you wish it would be? We were like Europeans, where we don't work 1 million hours a day or 1 million hours a week, and we have vacation, and that's what that does for people. It gives them space to actually enjoy a life instead of the way we do it in America is just go, go, go all the time, every minute.
We're so go, go, go. And I'm so go, go right now. And I'm so grateful to be working on a project, and it's teaching me stuff every single day, but it's also so challenging in this time when we can't have sets, to do everything. Yeah. I can't even believe what we're doing, but it's going to be good. And I'm very excited. Oh!
You okay? Is something happening?
Oh my God, everything just went everywhere. Okay, I have to add the buttermilk.
Oh, yay. We need a food cam.
Oh my God, I am just like, I'm out of it today, and I apologize. But these are still gonna be good. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna be delicious.
All right, doesn't take much.
No, it usually comes together pretty quick.
It's very, very quick. Okay, wait, I have to add the cheddar.
Now I know another trick with the butter that I've heard about, which is you freeze the butter and then you grate it.
Well, we did that, remember?
Yep.
I did that with what did I do that with? The scones.
Yep. And you could also do it there, but you didn't, and that's okay.
And it's okay.
And it's all okay.
As I was telling people today as I was interviewing them, you can't make a mistake. We're going to edit this.
We, however, are live, so there's no editing.
There's no editing here. Okay, so it's 2 cups of grated cheddar. Oh, this cheddar, I wish you could taste it. It's so good.
I love big cheddar.
I'm going to put it in the thing. Oh, this is going to be just delightful. Okay.
And you put salt in there, right?
I did.
Okay.
2 teaspoons of sea salt. Put this over right. Mix away.
Mix it away.
Mix away cheese. I'm doing like a thing because it's.
So in the morning, I would put a piece of bacon and an over easy egg right on one of those biscuits and be very happy.
Yum. Okay, it's getting there. We're so close.
Are you hugging your KitchenAid?
Take a picture right now. That's pretty funny. Okay, so it got to the place of this is enough for me to probably start putting it together.
It just sort of comes together in the bowl, right?
Yeah, just like the pizza dough.
Yeah, you don't want to overmix it.
Just like everything in life, it comes together.
It's coming together.
Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah, I can see you.
We have to roll it. We have to find what should I do for a biscuit size? Just like a glass.
You could, or I've also just cut them into squares.
Squares?
I have done that. Or unless you want to do round biscuits.
What kind of mood am I in right now?
Are you a square or are you a round?
I'm feeling square. Am I feeling round? I don't know. I'm torn right now. Not sure what I want to be. See, it's all about life lessons.
It is. You can just bring it right down into your biscuit dough.
Right? Okay. Need to take this off now. All right, now is the time. Now is the
okay.
time to take it off.
Eyes behind your head. There's a dog.
Okay, I'm gonna put this over here, like so. I think the problem for me is trying to watch it backwards. It's not helping me. All right, here we go. We've done it. We have contact.
Yahoo.
So yeah, this is looking great. I'm gonna roll it out. I'm gonna put it on a cookie sheet. We're gonna eat these, and then I'm gonna make the gluten-free.
Yeah. Well, are you going to do a half recipe of gluten-free?
Well, I think I have to because I only have a little bit of sage left. And also, I have everything else. So this is totally coming together. It's sticky because of this is perfect. It's perfect dough.
I love the feel of perfect dough.
I know.
It's very comforting.
It's so comforting. I don't know if I can roll it all out together, but so this will be good. And some people are really like perfect how they cut these things, and others want them to be more rustic. It's up to you.
Yes, I'm a rustic girl myself.
Yeah, me too.
Which is probably why I end up cutting them into squares, because they feel more rustic than the kind of cookie cutter feel.
Right. But they do find a way of, becoming their own after they're baking too.
Mm-hmm. So how thick are you doing that?
I think I'm gonna go to let's see, what do I have? Like right now it's at like an inch, maybe like a quarter inch. I don't know. What do you think?
I like them thick myself, but that's me.
Like a half inch?
Yeah, I would probably do a half to 3/4. Hello, Seamus.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's Seamus. He's making an appearance.
What are you guys making?
Well, look at this cheddar. Here, you want to taste the dough? Here, tell me what you think. It's cheddar sage biscuit.
And he's clearly not the gluten-free child.
Right. Well,
It's all right.
wait till it's baked. Why are we eating raw?
Yeah. Yeah, you should probably cook it first.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I actually think it tastes really good.
Dry.
I'm just one of those people that likes the taste of dough. I don't know.
I do too.
I like cookie dough, but
Okay, he's saying from the living room. I like cookie dough. Okay.
that's all.
Well, cookie dough is sweet, although you could make sweet biscuits too, but these are savory.
I love savory. Okay. That's about between almost a half inch, I would say. And I think I'm going to just do whatever my hand reaches to first, which would be this glass. And you just do your thing.
You don't flour the edge first?
No.
That's what I usually do. But that's just me. It might help.
This is why we're friends. One of the many reasons why. Oh my God, it's so much easier. What am I doing my whole life?
No, it definitely makes it a lot easier.
Oh my God.
Hey, I hear you got a new pan today.
They had a stainless steel cookie sheet, and I will show you in yet a few moments what it looks like. I've never bought a baking item at Target before, but I was so happy to have a steel one, not aluminum, because
I don't use aluminum either.
But yeah, and there was only one left, and you know what? All the baking stuff was gone.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Like just the tools,
Wow. That's what we've come to, people.
This is what it is.
It's great. I'm glad people are learning and getting more connected to their food. And, I don't know. I think I hold the belief that if food is good, then you don't actually fill yourself up eating a lot of junk.
I agree. And also, it's so much energy to cook that it's a big workout. I mean, I know what I can tell you. So then you take it back again and you roll it back together.
Yep.
You know what I've been thinking about lately was I really have appreciation for my grandma, my great grandma, and all these women that grew up, turn of the century, Depression era.
Mm-hmm.
Man, did they work hard? Okay, can you imagine the work? Okay, raising the kids, cooking the food, cooking like we've been cooking we're complaining about a month.
Every single meal.
We're complaining about a month. And then
Yeah.
not only did they cook, but they did everything else. And it's just amazing to me. And no complaints,
Yeah. No, it's good to remember those things.
Yeah, I was really thinking about my grandma last night because the soup was so good and hearty, and I'm thinking God, they just came up with recipes so that, and I sat down and I went, I am so tired that I just want a vacation, and then they never got one. Working their fingers to the bone, washing without a washing machine before we had a washing machine.
Well, yeah, I remember my grandma had those rollers in her kitchen where she rolled her clothes through them, and there was no KitchenAid. You'd have been doing that by hand, Chica.
That's the thing, is that it's just we take it for granted, like we were saying at the top of the show, what we have, the perspective.
Mm-hmm.
When you just think of modern convenience as a mixer, a microwave, a trash. What's the thing that grinds the
compactor? Oh yeah, garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal alone.
I know. Well, just so people know, I don't know if people know this, but if you did not have a mixer, the old-fashioned way is to use two knives and cut like this to cut the butter in. That's why they say it's cut the butter in. They used to just cut it in with knives.
it's been a really interesting time of just introspection and thought, you know.
Mm-hmm. So those will not rise sitting there. They will rise in the oven.
That's correct. So I'm gonna work on the rest of these, and I'm gonna show you what I have right now. Here's 6
In your new pan?
in my new pan. It's so pretty.
That's beautiful.
And so I'm gonna, separate them because they will rise, and we'll just see what they look like. We'll just find out now.
We will see when that picture comes out.
But yeah, I'm excited, and I hope the gluten-free works. We'll find out.
Okay. Well, you'll fill us in.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to see a picture of the soup and the biscuit next to it.
Okay, I will do that, and I'll add sausage to it. You get that one.
The Italian girl is very happy.
I knew you would be.
Yeah, that was the only thing missing for me. Sausage in there.
I know, and I realized that I missed it last night when I ate it because I'm used to having that. But at the same time, it still was really
good. Yeah.
For a vegetarian. That's really mean to say. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I do. All right, my dear.
All right. Tomorrow you're up.
I'm up tomorrow.
Yep, 2 Debrianas in a row.
That's it.
Thanks for helping. Yeah, we're doing it like this because I am doing a shoot tomorrow, even though we're all going to be, it's only 5 people and we're 10 feet away and everything. So I won't be able to cook tomorrow. So thank you, Debriana.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll come up with something.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too.
Everybody stay safe, wear a mask, cook well, eat well, manja.
Thank you for all your hard work. Keep going. Hang in there.
Yep.